Hey, good morning to you and welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. Thank you for joining me today. Tale-bearing and gossip has always been a problem in humanity. Folks enjoy talking about people who are not a part of the conversation. And oftentimes it has to do with the newest and latest, most negative thing that has happened in the person's life. The Bible has much to say about tale-bearing and gossip, and even Peter equated the tale-bearer with a person who is a murderer and an evildoer. I don't want to be categorized with those kinds of individuals. There is coming a day called the judgment seat of Christ, where we as believers are going to give an account of a lot of things. And one of the things that we're giving account of, the Bible said, is every word. Therefore, we need to make sure that our words are few, and we need to make sure that they are accurate for the glory of God's sake and for our own future's sake. All of that being said, let me give you a quick illustration. There was a captain and a first mate on a ship who didn't get along. The first mate had had enough one day and showed up on the job drunk. At the end of the day, the captain in the ship's log made note of the fact that the first mate showed up drunk on the job today. Knowing the negative ramifications that could come out of that, he went to the captain and said, "I know that you and I have our issues, but this could affect my career. Would you please extract that from the log?" The captain said, "The facts are the facts, and it remains in the log." A few days later, it was the first mate's job to keep the log. And in the ending of the day, when he made the final note, he said, "The captain was sober on the job all day today." Knowing what was implied, the captain came to the first mate and said, You need to remove that from the ship's log because this could be very negative on my career." To which the first mate said, "The facts are the facts, Captain. You were sober all day on the job. The fact is, it remains in the log." You see, the implications there were going to be bad on the captain. Oftentimes, we do the same thing with other people. We need to be careful with the way that we use our tongue. The Apostle Paul made this statement to the Colossian church in chapter 4, verse 5. He said, "We were to walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time." Then he makes this statement, "Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how that you ought to answer every man." Our speech as believers needs to be always with grace and seasoned with salt. And you can only season something with salt by using the scriptures as a part of the conversation. May your speech be gracious today, particularly to those who are not a part of the conversation. Think on these things today, friend. Have yourself a great cup of coffee and a grand, grand day.